Today's video, we're going to be stripping down this tailgate. I got to really hustle on today's video. I got to get to the sandblaster to get this thing blasted. So I'm going to strip these side pieces out, the door handle itself, show you how to unhook it, and then we got to get this stuff loaded and get it off to the blaster. So today's a rush day, rush video. So let's get started. So most of these are a T30, and I've got a SWRNC T30. This happened to have two 13mm bolts just because I had a bed cover on. But most of these are going to be T30s. The first thing you want to do is zip those off. So I apologize for today's video. I'm kind of in a rush, trying to get this stuff to the blaster before 5 o'clock on a Friday. You know how that goes. Now our next step, we have some T30 screws here, SWRNCs, and a T30 here. I'm going to zip those off, and sometimes those are on there pretty solid, so if you can't break it loose, just try not to strip it because sometimes they don't want to come off. Make sure you got it on there. See, that's almost wanted to break off. So you want to zip these off on both sides, 3 bolts. Then I'll show you, I'll flip it over and I'll show you where the brackets are on the inside and how to unhook it. Now these things have handles, little plastic clips that like to break. I've had several Chevy trucks and these clips right at the handle break, and then one of these won't work. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to show you where those plastic clips are. Okay, once you get those 3 off, this thing's not going to pull all the way out. No matter how hard you try, it's not going to pull out. You got to disconnect it from the handle first. So you flip it over. And now we're going to flip it over. And I'll bring it a little bit closer here so you can see the handle. The tailgate, this is the top, this is the bottom. What you want to do, you want to pull this out a little bit and grab this little trim bezel. Now this trim bezel, if you can get it out of the way, it kind of makes things a little bit easier to see so that you can unhook the clips. So you just got to kind of bend on it a little bit. You don't want to break it. Try not to break it. There's a little clip there. Those 2 little clips. Okay, and then there's 2 clips on this side. We'll set that aside. We're going to bring our handle up. There's this little thing right here. Now you can just use a regular screwdriver if you want. Just pop that clip, and you're just going to pull it down like that. Push the rod down, and same thing with this other side. So it looks like this one actually had somebody put a zip tie on it. Let's try to break that real quick, because obviously the clip was bad, so they put a zip tie on it to kind of hold it in place. Most of them don't have that zip tie. Okay, so there's your handle, and here's your rod, and here's your rod. Okay, now we can go ahead and remove this, and the whole rod should come out. Right, that's your rod. There's a little bushing there in the middle so it doesn't vibrate, and there's the tip. Okay, and there you have it. That's how you remove the rod, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. There you have it. It wasn't too hard. It probably took me 5 minutes to strip that. Now we're going to send it off to blasting, so I got to get it loaded up. We'll see you guys next week. Please rate, subscribe, and comment. Now what we're loading up right now is we're going to load up the tailgate, the hood, the fenders, and the core support. Then I have another video that we're going to be doing on removing the innards of the door panels, which they aren't going to the blaster this run. They'll go on the next run. So we're going to get everything loaded up, and we'll see you guys next week. I'm out of breath because I'm hustling, trying to get it done. Got about 30 minutes to get to the blaster, so we'll see you guys next week. Bye.